All right, everybody, we are back. I hope that you enjoyed the ad break. I know that you guys probably didn't. But anyway, thank you for being here. So we are going to start off this week. So, as always, we're doing the trailers with Mike, and this week it's Other Mike. We do 10 trailers, 5 movies, 5 video games. This week we're starting off with movies. It's movies in series. So, have you heard of this one?
I think I've seen it. I have not watched it. I've seen it on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to tell you guys, like I said, bottom of the barrel, not to insult the movies and video games that we're going to be doing today necessarily, but just saying no real big production company stuff that people are really looking forward to in 2024. But you can always rely on Netflix to be having trailers out. So let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. One day. Official trailer, Netflix. Okay, so coming at us from Netflix, we're going to like the video. Based on the global best-selling book from author David Nichols, One Day is the brand new limited series about Emma and Dex, and a love story that spans over 20 years. Okay. All right, yeah, so I haven't even heard of David Nichols. Let me just real quick, even before we get started. What are you thinking about this? Do you like these kind of movies? You like the chick rom-com, you know?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah, so let me see. Us. I don't know any of these, so I can't say anything about the author of the book. But I can say...
Right, romance books, probably. It looks like romance books. I'm looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm not... Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, basically, we're coming into this blind, so we're just going to have this trailer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, oh, by the way, we got the extension finally for YouTube, where I can see the likes and dislikes. So this is coming at us from Netflix. It has 969,000 views. Almost 1 million views. It has 21,000 likes, 2.9 thousand dislikes. So, that's a good sign, you know? Let's check it out. We got a 2-minute, 1-second trailer. If I could see the button. Okay, we got a 2-minute, 1-second trailer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
My name is Stephen Russell. My co-writer, Joseph Miles Pittman, and I would like you to imagine a graphic narrative that disrupts the superhero genre's conventional boundaries. Tales of Nihilism unfolds a thought-provoking anthology with diverse story formats from succinct comic strips to multi-saga issues. But at its core, the Ballad of Philip Kirshner explores existential challenges of an ordinary man in a world inundated with superheroes. The anthology challenges prevailing hero worship narratives, diving deep into societal introspection. We invite readers to confront uncomfortable truths about our culture's obsession with saviors and question the prevailing societal structures. The series is not just a comic, but an invitation to contemplate, challenging readers to reassess their perspectives on heroism and societal norms. It's an opportunity to offer audiences a fresh, introspective take on the superhero universe, sparking conversations, reflections on the human condition. You can find the series digitally on Global Comics, or follow the links below to get your own physical issue.
Here we go.
It's one of the great cosmic mysteries. How it is that someone can go from being a total stranger to being the most important person in your life?
That's a good question.
About it.
Am I
Yeah.
allowed to say rich? What about you?
I want to do something that actually makes a difference.
Change the world, you mean?
Maybe just my own tiny corner of it.
Okay, global bestseller.
You have all these people telling you how great you are. You know, smart, funny, talented.
Oi!
I've been telling you for years. So why don't you believe it? He still mates with Dexter. He's doing all right for himself.
Pizza Express would have been fine.
All right, just a second. Usually I pause at halfway here, so this is about halfway. So, are you picking up on they break up and get back together? It's kind of on again, off again love story here?
It kind of looked like that since he was walking with somebody else. I would probably bet money on that.
Yeah, so there was another movie I saw a long time ago that was really good, but it was something like that. It was like they dated when they were young kids, and then their lives kind of diverged, and they always stayed friends, and then in the end, they ended up getting together. Yeah, so I like the format of the story as far as a romance drama. So not bad so far.
Okay, yeah, doesn't look bad.
Yeah. So here we go.
After we met, I had a bit of a crush on you.
So what happened to it? His crush.
Back in the late 80s, it was all I thought about.
And now?
I thought I've only got rid of you.
I don't think you can.
$20 years, wow.
Emma. We're with Dex and M, aren't we?
I mean, apparently they at least were
Imagine
good
one
friends.
struck out of your life and think how different its course would have been.
Okay. So I just want to say, okay, so it's coming out February 8th. I want to say right off the bat here, before we really get into any of my actual feelings about the trailer or whatever. Like, I'm not some great love guru or whatever, but I've got to tell you guys, for the longest time, my favorite book was The Notebook, because it wasn't even so much that it was a romance necessarily, but that guy, Noah, goes through so much and faces it all like just the greatest man, okay? And I really appreciated that. But then there, obviously there was the love story. I gotta say, see, this lady says to him, I had a little bit of a crush on you. And then what we can kind of glean from the rest of this is that, over 20 years, maybe they date, maybe they don't. And then they end up being madly in love with each other and live happily ever after. I don't know exactly how it is, but I'm just saying, man, I'm gonna tell you, if you like somebody, go for it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Tell you no? Like, is the illusion in your mind of the possibility of being with someone really so much better than the risk of finding out that they don't like you? Even if you 100% know I'm never going to be with that person because I'm never going to ask. Like, come on. So, anyway, that's my comments on romance. I always also tell people, you can always find somebody, like, there are people who look, okay, good or bad to you, subjectively, and you can find someone who will look good and look bad to you that will also be compatible with you as far as your interests and stuff like that. So always go for people always go for the good-looking people. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just. You have to. I think that you're older than me, so you have way more experience. I'm not pretending to know more than you, but I always just tell people, you got to have something to be attracted to. So you find somebody that you're at least attracted to. Don't get forced into a relationship with somebody you're not attracted to. So.
Right, that's true. And I think this movie's. There's a lot of movies like this. I mean, the time things are pretty common in some movies.
Yeah.
But they left a lot out of this one. They left a lot to the imagination. So I mean, I kind of know how it's going to end, but it looks like I still am like interested in how it pans out.
So yeah, I mean, with movies like this, I think it's all going to come down to the acting and the writing as far as the dialogue. And I think that that's a great strength of books. And then when you get translated to movies, it kind of carries over a little bit more. Because a great strength of books is that you have a writer who knows how to writing a book. And you're reading it, and you're reading the interactions, and you have that, so it's like you really get into it with the characters. In movies, because it's a movie, you take a book that takes you a week to read, maybe a month to read, and you turn it into an hour and a half, and all of that interaction you get with the characters goes very quickly, so you miss out on certain interactions in your mind anyway that you're going to be having with characters. So it's really going to come down to how the actors portray the characters and how well the dialogue of the characters is written. But as far as the format, I think this is a good format. Like, there was a romance movie that I think is out now, but that we watched a trailer reaction to called Anyone But You, and it was like where they had to pretend that they loved each other even though they hated each other, and then in the end they fell in love. I was like, I mean, I'm sure it could work, but that premise didn't necessarily jump out of the page at me. But this one looks like it has the potential.
Is this a series, I think?
Yeah, so they said it's a limited series, so there's probably going to be like 8 episodes and then not a season 2. It's because it's the series is probably going to cover the whole book, which I think is a great way to do this too, because if each episode is like a certain chapter or a certain number of chapters, then again you get that ability to develop with the characters as if you were almost like how you read a book.
Right. There actually is. This is the second one to come out. There was a movie in 2011 based on the novel too. So it'll be interesting. What this one is probably a bit more in depth, with the book.
One Day to is it One Day from 2011? You said okay. That? It looks like just a second. It looks like it's the same. Is that the same? Oh my God! This is the movie that I was telling you about. This is the movie where they were friends and they liked each other when they were young, and then they went on. Yeah, that was the movie I said that I've heard of like this, with Jim Sturgis and Anne Hathaway. So they were friends. They liked each other, like had crushes on each other in high school, and then their lives kind of diverge, but they always stay friends. And then in the end, they realize, we've been in love with each other our whole lives. Let's just be together. And then they did, and they were happy. Man, I can't believe that. That is so cool. See, I know my movies. I'm telling you.
Well, there's a lot of movies like that. I mean, where it's you watch it and you're like, oh, I've seen this before. And they made what was the one with Will Smith where he was the last man on Earth?
Oh, yeah, I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, but Charlton Heston and Vincent Price played in this movies based on the same book.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, this sounds like similar.
Yeah, I will tell you, the 2011 movie. The 2011 movie I really liked. It was a good movie. So I would recommend for you guys go watch both of them. And this one's coming out in February, so you could watch the movie. Well, see, I don't know. It's like, should you watch the movie first or watch the series? Whichever one you watch first, then go watch the other one, and then you can compare them. And for people who are a fan of the book as well, then you've got the book, and you can compare it to the movie and the series. But so I think that this one has potential to be something really good, especially because, like I said, I liked the movie. So
yeah, I think that probably just a little bit more in depth with the TV series, or the limited series, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
fingers crossed, guys.
It looks good. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just don't know enough.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the audience has to say. Like I said, it's got a good ratio of likes to dislikes. Let's see what the audience has to say down here in the comments. The original movie, 2006, I'm sure, crushed my soul absolutely. I think they're going to tell him, 2011. The movie had a huge impact on me. I've only seen it once, but I think about it all the time. I would be interested to see it told again from a different director's point of view. That's always awesome, so that's cool. Let's see. This book and its movie completely broke me. Feels weird to see a new adaptation, but you bet that I'll watch it as soon as it comes out. Did you say that you saw the movie?
I don't know. I've probably seen a lot of movies. I don't know if I've seen this movie or not. So
particularly, okay. So I'll tell you. I really liked the movie. It was really good. So it was kind of like a bittersweet ending to the movie as well. So I won't spoil it, but I'm just saying it was really good. So, all right. Well, anyway, yeah. So this is coming out February 8th. February 8th, right there. Yeah. So go check it out when it comes out and let us know what you guys think. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment in the comment section down below. But otherwise, we're going to move forward on to the next one. Here we go. Yep, there it is. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.